and with my partner Kim, we're going to
What's up,
do Raw
guys?
today.
Yes, what's up, guys? First of all, Raw, Monday Night Raw from Providence, Rhode Island. We have to start off with Roman Reigns relinquishing
Oh,
the WWE
yeah.
Universal title due to leukemia. What are your thoughts, Clyde?
I felt so sad for him because, like, at first I was like, Roman not again. Then I found it weird that he was with his normal clothes because he always
Yeah,
have a
me
photo
too.
shoot thing.
Yeah, me
And
too.
then,
That sounds like what's up now.
and when he's like, my name is Joe. I was like, what? Because he never like uses his real name, but he like started with my name is Joe, and then it was
She,
just honestly, this was his best promo ever because it like came from the
it
heart.
was real. It was real. It wasn't like scripted. It was like he wasn't acting. It was actually him. But you know what I thought, like in the beginning, although this is harsh, but I thought like, yo, this is like another storyline WWE, and they're really taking it far.
No,
But like the moment he said, "I've been living with leukemia," and he paused, like he was waiting for the audience to say something. That's when I thought, like, no, this is like some fake shit. Like when the stars they say something, waiting for the
mm,
universe to like react.
yeah,
That's what he did, right? But
yeah,
then
yeah.
also, nobody reacted. Like nobody said anything. They were quiet. For me, remember when I first told you I WhatsApped you and I told you, like the universe is probably like also like sitting back. What is this? What you on about now? It felt like that to
Yeah.
me. But like really, he's
I
been
I
with
think
leukemia for
they
11 years, bruh.
I yeah I
That's
think they were like wait what I think they were like wait what because I like something like that they would never do a storyline like that.
yeah. So that's harsh on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I apologize.
feel
But
bad
yeah,
for him now.
yeah,
I
after
think when
you
he
not
comes
liking
back,
him, I'm sure you like him now though. 'Cause you like him now,
I
don't you?
I still don't like the character, but the guy.
Yeah, yeah. I think for most of us though, like if we don't like the character, we kind of feel the same way. We forget that it's just a character. It's not like they actually like that. That's very
But
rare.
I think we're gonna like him when he comes back because
We're going to
him and
respect
the
him more
character
because it's
became
like,
yeah. It's like it's gonna be hard to tell like the difference between him and between the character now.
yeah. But anyways, I guess I wish him the best though. Hopefully, when he comes
We
back.
didn't.
When he
Yeah. Like
hopefully when he comes back, it's not handed shit. Like I think Dean Ambrose is still waiting for his opportunity to fight for the title.
yeah, I'm not sure like when he comes back I think he will be more loved. Like I've seen I watched those loved then he got hated.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns hated now then he's gonna be loved.
hopefully. Yeah, so now at Crown Jewel, I think at the moment it's going to be Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. But I don't know. I feel like McIntyre, if it's
Yeah.
going to be like a two-person like fight for the title, then I think Lesnar is probably going to win the title because I think McIntyre is going to come out to again interfere
But I don't
or
think Lesnar is going to because Lesnar is gonna fight for UFC so
soon.
they're not
Like
gonna
how soon though?
I'm not sure how soon but I think they just got him in for Crown Jewel.
Okay, because
Unless they put in, I think
maybe
they're gonna
the
put in McIntyre
McIntyre
and then
a
McIntyre
triple.
wins.
So then either McIntyre or Braun Strowman is going to win the title, and Lesnar is just there for like excitement, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. And
Yeah.
what happened next?
Yeah, and then Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins came out just to have their say, and like the woman's no longer being there, and they had the emotional moment on stage. Very touching. That was nice of
Yes.
them. Showing
And
like,
then after that, it was Lashley versus Finn Balor.
look, no, I was actually surprised. Lashley lost though. Like, what are they trying?
I don't know.
Because I mean, it's very rare that you build up somebody and then they lose like a first match. of the all of that. But
Yeah, like
I like Leo Rush though. I think what he's doing it's pretty cool. I'm getting used to his voice. Ashley. I
but
think
yeah,
that's
I don't like they shouldn't have put them together like against each other so soon.
yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess we can move
that
on
could
to
have been a
another.
big feud.
That could have though.
Mm. But then it was Sasha Banks versus Ruby Riott.
Yeah. Sasha Banks had Bailey and Natalia. In her corner, then Ruby Riott had Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan.
Yeah, I didn't pay that much attention to the match. It was a cool match though, and Riott defeated Banks.
That was Sasha Banks' first match from re-injury, right? I think that was her official first match coming back from injury. So this was probably just a match they had like a pre-match to Evolution because I mean Sasha Banks, Bailey, Natalia, they going
Uh,
against the Riot Squad anyways. So this was probably just
and
like a pre-warm up or like a
but I
pre-match.
like the fact that they're making Ruby Riott win so much because like they're building her up.
Yeah, I mean, I think she should be the one to have a title next. That's why I told
Mm.
you. Remember when I told you it's great that because there's so many females now, they should introduce like a cruise, not a cruiserweight, like a US title, like that type of title for the ladies. So it's not just one title for the ladies on Raw
That
and
would actually,
another title for SmackDown. There should be like another title that's like a US title.
or they should like use it to okay, that's not enough. Yeah, they should like use it to women's championships, make it one main title, and then have a title between like for each brand. Like
Yeah,
there's
because I
one
mean,
WWE Women's Champion, and then there's like the Intercontinental Women's Champion on Raw and the US Women's Champion on SmackDown.
yeah, because right now, in order for one of them to be champion, they have to be on the level of at the moment Charlotte and all of them just
Exactly.
to be a champion. Which is, I mean, it's not needed. You don't want another. You don't need another star to be like that
Yeah,
successful just to
and
be champion.
and I think that would be a better idea than the tag team champion.
Yeah, I think the tag teams for the female division is going to be too much because you don't
Yeah,
really have a tag team. It's more like they just combining two people. It's not like a real tag
I
team.
don't care that much about tag team wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay. What are you doing now?
I'm having pecan bikes and dip.
Dip. What flavor dip?
Yes. Let's check here. It's cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion. That's tasty. Do you know what I'm doing right now? I came to the office just to update the operating systems on my neighbor's laptop. The operating system was last updated in 2016, Windows 8.1 Pro.
Oh no.
Yeah. But hey, at the moment, Windows 8 is definitely better than 10 because 10 is bringing up a lot of nonsense right now. But do you know that Windows 10, they actually deleting like your data. But thankfully, Microsoft actually removed that update. So it's not
Oh,
hassles anymore.
yeah. Interesting.
Anyway, yeah.
Too many updates.
Anyways, let's stick to
Then
WWE and leave the technology for another podcast.
yes. Then it
Okay.
was the Generation X addressing the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, talking about Crown Jewel. Yeah. I mean,
It
like
was,
I
it was dope.
like it when you have the old like legends coming back. I like that because I mean, this new era of wrestling. It's fun. It's different, no? It's like the new era of hip hop music, basically. That's how it is for me. But I like the
No,
old stuff.
no, but this is like too old though. Like there's old stuff and then there's too old stuff.
No, but this is not old stuff though. This they were still. I started watching wrestling like early 2000s. I mean, I think I'm maybe yeah, and they were still part of it. Like maybe starting to die out. Maybe they had the last 5 years left, but they were still like
Other thing
current. They
is,
were still doing.
they're starting to become like, you remember when there was always these appearances by classic superstars, like when the Miz was facing Jerry Lawler and what's his name, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and
Yeah,
Roddy Piper, and like it was just like the old people
but they were
coming
still like
out. It
good
wasn't
though.
like impressive. It was just like almost like a sideshow. Now this is what that is becoming.
But it's a good sideshow though. Like I mean, we can't expect the legends to now be the main event. You know what I mean? This is like a throwback Thursday, but it's a good throwback Thursday.
I
Let's
think
make
it's
it a
true. I
throwback
guess it's true.
Sunday. See, met the pay-per-views on Sundays. It's a nice throwback Sunday. I mean, like, who didn't like Goldberg coming back? Yeah, he was the main event,
But
but we liked him though because he still
yeah,
looked
but
like Goldberg. Like, I mean, he
that's the
wasn't like
thing.
lumping like Kurt Angle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at Kurt Angle, you can see he's like an old man. He's
Mm.
clear. He's clear. Like all that beatings and
No, but
like
actually,
physical
Kurt
tone
Angle
and
can still
everything.
go. Kurt Angle can still go in the ring, even
But
more
the
so
way
than
he looks
Goldberg.
though, but if you look at him, like the way he stands, it's like he's in the car.
Yeah, but just check when he wrestles.
He still got it. The old man still
Mm.
got it. Yeah, I don't know. But what do you think about them? You said it's a sideshow, like, but I mean,
Yeah, like I'm tired of seeing them.
he, maybe after this they shouldn't continue. They should like end it. I don't know, unless the Undertaker is coming back to SmackDown and he's.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know,
done.
man. I don't know. Anyways, anyways.
But
I think
that happens to all our heroes.
I think the next sideshow should be somebody. I don't know. Would you want to be the next sideshow?
What do you mean?
Like you said that the legends that come back, they basically like the sideshow, right? The side
Oh
piece.
yeah, yeah.
So would you after this like I look what's happening now at Crown Jewel? They shouldn't continue. They should leave it at that and goodbye because it's been overdone already. How many rematches didn't Shawn
Mm.
Michaels and Triple H have like already? It's against Undertaker. It's been done. I think this
I
should be
think
the
the
last
next,
one.
I think
Yeah,
the next title is probably gonna be like Batista doing something with John Cena, or guys from
but
that generation. But the problem is
I
that
think it's
generation had very little stars. It's gonna be difficult once like the Shawn Michaels Triple H Undertaker thing is done. There's not gonna be a lot of older stars. Not older, but like John Cena's generation. It's gonna be this like John Cena, Randy Orton, and
but
that's
you
about it.
see,
Shelton Benjamin doesn't count because he's not that big.
look, I think John Cena, Batista, that's too soon because Randy Orton he's still current. It's not like he's
Yeah,
a sideshow. He's like actually current at the
exactly.
moment. And for
That's why
me,
I'm saying
John,
they have very little stars to choose from for the sides we're
yeah.
thinking now.
And you
Because
can't
you
do
have
the
John
John Cena
Cena.
either. Because the only
Because
reason why John Cena is not like top is because obviously they need to move along with the face. And they don't
yeah,
have anything for him to do right now. That's the
and that
only
was a
reason
problem
why.
though. That was another problem of people like Cena because he was like, like now we have Seth Rollins, we have Dean Ambrose, we have Roman Reigns, we have Braun Strowman, we have AJ Styles, we have Daniel Bryan. But back then
Exactly.
you just had John Cena. That
Y-
was about it. Like when
Yeah.
was after Batista and those guys were gone. So because like the generation before that, there was like the guys in the mid card is supposed to go to the main event like in time, but you had MVP that left, you had Shelton Benjamin that left, you had Carlito that left, you have Mr. Kennedy that left,
Masterpiece.
you have John Morrison that left. So there were so many guys that vanishes, and CM Punk also left.
Left.
Yeah, and Edge retired. So there was a lot, and also Christian retired. So there was a lot of stars from those times that's not available to like go for like a special star thingy. So that was a very dry time for wrestling, and it's only picking up now. And I think that's why there's so many stars now because they're realizing they can't just push one guy. Or they're not realizing they can't just push one guy, but there are more stars now.
Yeah, but it's a good thing though. They're not like too focused on making one person the face. I mean, although they forced us with Reigns, but like at least they did. They have done so many things now with everyone else. You know, there's like
Yeah, yeah.
multiple people, which is cool.
So after that, Paul Heyman came out and addressed the WWE Universe.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice of him. I think it was genuine that he, said nice, kind words on Reigns and his sacrifice to relinquish the title, and then
Yeah.
obviously he continued to talk smack about Braun Strowman,
Yeah,
and
there was a
then
very cool promo by him. And then
yeah,
Drew McIntyre also came out.
and basically Claymore kicked Strowman.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know
before
if
that, some came out.
the Claymore kick. If you see it really fast, you would think it's like a kick, like just a normal
Mm.
jump kick. If you look at it really fast, because sometimes he does it so quick that you think it's just like a normal
Mm.
jump kick.
That's
But
my
it is,
favorite move now.
yeah. But I think, yeah, I do think that McIntyre is going to replace Reigns at the Crown Jewel. Although
I
you
think
want to see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar, will be exciting, no? Because it's like they're both strong. But I think like
it depends on how much Brock Lesnar does. Like usually just like the suplex, suplex, suplex,
that's the
suplex.
thing also, because that's the thing. I mean, Strowman, he's strong, but he does a lot of stuff in the ring.
Yeah,
Lesnar,
so
he's just powerful, and he does like a few moves, and it's done. Then it's like he's repeating himself over and over. So it's not going to be that exciting unless Reigns is the dominant one. Not
yeah,
Reigns,
yeah.
sorry, Strowman is the actual dominant one. Then it's going to be exciting. If it's
Yeah,
the two of them only, but like I don't think. I think they should add someone in there. Someone should be McIntyre. It
yeah.
brings a different element to the ring. I mean,
Brock Lesnar now
yeah.
can just focus on like giving Braun the title and have Braun and Drew McIntyre feud.
I mean, I wanted Strowman to be champion like ages ago before he joined McIntyre and Ziggler, like with the feud with Reigns.
We could
He's
have
supposed like
champion.
yeah, but I don't know what they. Okay. Anyways, hopefully he actually becomes champion at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody will
So
be
after that,
champion other than Reigns, anyways.
after
Yeah.
that was Apollo Cruz versus Elias.
Mm, what was the tune that Elias was playing? He was playing a nice tune. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know which one was it, but it was cool. It was weird. Like they're doing nothing with Cruz. Cruz is just there.
I mean, when he started, like, it's a pity he's a bit too big for the cruiserweight division because I think his
Yeah.
skills and his talent would fit perfectly. It's just that he's a bit too big
Yeah. So
for
it's
that.
like the stuff. They don't seem big enough for
A
Raw, but they
US
don't.
title
But
or
it's not
something.
small. Yeah, but it's not small enough for
Yeah,
a
so it's
very
like
hard that.
it's a gift and a curse. Yeah. But I mean, before that, we had backstage Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. They were having like their own thingy, and like before Elias and Apollo, like when they had their backstage thingy, I really thought that Braun Strowman is going to cost them the tag team championships.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I guess we'll have to see
Yeah.
during in the podcast.
So after Elias defeated Cruz
Yeah.
and cleanly, he wanted to. play another song, and then Baron Corbin told him they don't have time.
Mm.
We went back and forth a bit, and then Elias walked away. When Baron Corbin was talking, Elias came back and smashed him over the back. So Elias is now a face.
I mean, he's kind. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right.
You know, I like that little gunshot thing he did with his fingers after the attack.
The gunshot.
Cool. Yeah, just check again after it's Baron Corbin with his guitar. He does like a shooter thingy with his fingers, with his finger, and then he walks away. Now that shooter thing looked cool.
Okay. Oh yeah, he is actually a face now because he basically shot the bad guy up in some
No,
sense.
which is weird that they put him against Apollo Crews before that. Because I thought they were gonna like make Apollo Crews a bigger face.
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay. But Elias is always entertaining. I like that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work as a guy.
Before we go to the WWE Women's Championship contract signing, we have to like mention John Cena's Elbow Grease, a children's book. It's actually number one on the New York Times list. It's not like the top 10. It's like actually number one.
So it's like that
That
because it's good.
it's good. It's like major. You want to be on the list of New York Times list. If you
No, I mean
release a
like
book,
the
oh,
book itself. Is it good? Is it
I
good
think
because
so.
it's John Cena that? Is it like there because it's good, or is it there because John Cena's selling it?
Um, I think so because it's good because it's an actual book because it's very hard to be on the New York Times list and to actually make it number one is like
Yeah,
major.
and there was actually a lot of stuff that's gotten there, like Mick Foley has one, and what's his name, Chris Jericho. I'm not sure if Bret Hart's book
But
was
also
there
maybe
also.
it's just diehard fans. Also, you never know.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like,
because I
like Chris
mean,
Jericho's books are cool.
if Beyonce would release something out, I would buy it. So I'm a diehard fan. So, anyways, but I'm sure that is a good book though. I haven't
Yeah,
read it yet. Have you? I'm interested to
no,
read it. Okay,
I do
cool.
not read children's literature.
Um, yeah, but for research purposes, I mean, Anyways, let's continue with the WWE Women's Championship contract signing between the Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey. Any thoughts on that?
Um, yeah, it just annoyed me. Like Ronda Rousey could, it's not going to be an entertaining match.
It's not. The only thing
Like
that
I was
yeah.
looking at the where they had the play-by-play on both their stats, and Nikki's just looked so bad next to Ronda's.
I mean, she is more successful in WWE, but it's WWE. I mean, Rousey is gonna destroy her. Not too much. She's going to destroy her in a WWE sense.
Yes.
But I always liked the Bellas being the heel, and I liked Nikki being this Nikki. When she had the longest
Yeah.
reigning female, that Nikki I liked, and I liked that she's that again. That's the Nikki I like. That's the Bellas I like. Not like the good girls, like the bad girls, because it's so much fun playing the bad person because you can do so much with your
Yeah,
character,
true.
and they do it really well.
Yeah, no, it works against Ronda's like not quietness, but she.
Yeah, she's just like the good girl that has superpowers, and then once she's not, like when you make a quiet person really angry, like they say, they get malgieren. That's Ronda
Yeah,
Rousey. Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, but it's cool, man. I like that.
Okay, so after that we had the Fatal Four Way: Nia Jax versus Dana Brooke versus Tamina Snuka versus Ember Moon.
Yeah, in a fatal four way. So those are the four ladies that's going to be part of the historic women's battle royal at Evolution this Sunday.
I
You're
don't think
right.
the battle royal is historic.
Well, that's what they say though.
The pay-per-view is historic, but the Royal Rumble, the Rumble
Did
one.
but did they have a battle royal, females battle royal, like officially? I think at that did they ever
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Like in Royal
WrestleMania
Rumble.
or Royal
No,
Rumble?
Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, they had the females Royal Rumble and Asuka won.
Oh shoot!
And then Asuka faced Charlotte at
And then she
WrestleMania, but
and
Charlotte won.
so that was stupid. Okay, there we go. It wasn't memorable. Yeah, it wasn't memorable. That's why I forgot. I apologize because the winner ended up losing, which was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, like for the first women's battle royal, you're gonna have the winner of that historic battle royal actually win, because then it just like
Yeah,
downplays
look, I
the.
know. I mean, like as like a huge fan, no, we like if you're really huge fan, you don't just watch WWE. You want to know everything. You do research on everything. We
Yeah.
know that Charlotte Flair's father is out of WWE. He's mad friends with Triple H. Yes, Triple H is just playing this role on WWE as the commissioner, what not really commissioner. I can't remember his role, but it's that in real life as well. He has influence in real life as well. And I
Mm.
mean, are you trying to tell me that there's no way that just a coincidence that Charlotte Flair, the daughter of Ric Flair, is suddenly just so successful
Yeah.
for some reason? It's too much. So yeah, they've made Charlotte like if she's won every major thing for female ever to win it. She's the first this, she's the first that, she's the only this, she's the only that. Why there
Yeah.
was other
They're
females that's
overdoing
like
it with the.
exactly. And if like whatever's next
They
stage, she's
needed to
gonna be the
spread it
first
out
to
more.
fit that. Exactly. It's too much of like, look, I know you guys are buddies, but no
It's
man,
not
it's
too much. It's too
not.
much in such a short time. They like in 10 years, she could have collected all of these, but it's been
I
like.
mean, all those fights against her and Shaw and Shaw's Banks, she could have Banks could have won like the one of those historic battles. It made sense because of the way that it led up to it. But obviously it's like they handed it over to Charlotte and because
Yeah.
she's the bigger
Reason.
person.
Yeah.
No man, like
But
anyways,
okay. After
this
that.
is this is what you call emotional fans.
After that, so Imber won.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's getting for the win, but
Do
won.
you think she's going to win at Royal Rumble?
I think it's probably gonna be like Ruby Riot.
Or somebody that we don't,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's fine. Then we proceed to backstage with Later and Stratus talking about evolution, and then Alicia Fox interrupted them. Then Mickey James attacked both of them from behind, and then they
Yeah.
got separated. And then Alicia and James, like, they basically posted about like how they do things around here and all of that nonsense. And then Stish and Lita came back to attack them and said, "This is how we
Yeah.
do it in the Attitude Era." So that was cool.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, like I think it's gonna be a good match.
it is. Because
Yeah, if they can still go.
they do, man. Like, didn't you see them? When I think they had the one huge Royal Rumble or something, and they actually fought. And it looked cool. Or did I have a stroke and imagine everything? Like a few pay-per-views
This is
back.
gonna be like just into.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is gonna be like for a while. They're gonna wrestle.
I
Cannot
think so. I
just
think
keep them moving though.
it's really cool though. And then
Yeah.
I guess
So
going on to the main event. Do you wanna discuss that?
yeah, Shield versus Ziggler and McIntyre. Um, after a good match, I really like the match. The match was cool. Like They've been delivering a lot lately. Shield and McIntyre and Ziggler.
Yeah.
Like the match, like the feud has gotten boring, but the wrestling part, like it was so exciting. Every time they wrestle, it's exciting. And then they won the championship belt. And
That was after
then,
Strowman interfered, right? I think. Or was that?
yeah, so Strowman interrupted in the match and attacked McIntyre. And then they like fought outside, and then Ziggler wanted to use the championship to win, but then Rollins like got it and gave Ziggler a stomp for the win. And then Ambrose, he dropped, what's his name? Seth Rollins. He gave him a dirty deeds, and
Yeah.
then he just started beating him, and then gave him another DVT. Like on the, he first hit him on the floor, and then on the DVD off the arena floor, and then he ripped off his shield vest,
Mm-hmm.
and then went to the stands. So yeah, it was weird.
But awesome.
They won the titles, and then he beat him. That's weird because
This is going to be funny though, because I actually want to see how
I'm
they.
thinking this is the I'm, yeah, like I'm thinking no, I thinking this is gonna be their way of getting the titles off of the main card of the main four people without having them lose to a tag team. So it's probably gonna be like Seth and Dean versus like another tag team. So for instance, the Authors of Pain. And then Dean is probably gonna like attack Seth, and then the Authors of Pain just pin him for the win.
Do
Then
you
the
think
tag
that?
titles is back in the tag team realm, and it um helps the storyline of Seth versus Dean.
Let me pause your theory there. WWE, they're probably gonna play it out with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as tag team titles. For a while, they're gonna have the quarrel
But they
every now
still
and
have
then.
the Intercontinental Championship with them as well.
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking they're
like
gonna feud for the Intercontinental Championship.
before Seth actually loses that title, would you think that should win that title? Who should hold that title next up?
So
Maybe there's
I'm
nobody else
thinking,
at the moment.
if they're gonna feud, if Dean and Seth is gonna feud, then Dean is gonna face Seth for the Intercontinental Championship. Then he's probably like wins. They're gonna feud for it for a while, and then after that, I'm thinking Dean probably starts feuding with someone else. Seth moves up to the Universal Championship, or the other way around.
Hmm, I don't know. It's going to be
So
exciting to
I'm
see.
liking now. Like they have a solid mid guard, solid top guard, solid like top mid guard. Boys looking good. Like this is the first row I would probably score like 3.5 out of 5.
I mean, this is the first row in a while that is moving up there. Because, I mean, this feud might put the row back into play, like excitement,
Yeah,
if you think about it. Who knows? Anyways, what would you rate row for this week?
3.5 out of 5.
What? So,
3.5 out of 5.
oh,
Oh, what a
I,
sad face
I
for
thought you said
Roman.
5 out of 5.
No, no,
I was like,
never.
what? You didn't give that SmackDown last week, and last week's SmackDown was way better than this Raw.
Yeah, but
So,
I'm liking the fact that they like making new faces and like building
so it's
the
something
cut up
else.
now. Yeah,
I will give it
but you
like
give it.
just. I'll give it a 3. I'm sorry, but
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
I think I always give
okay.
them a 3.
I think the like the woman stuff has been is too all over the place. Like they're still in the sense that there's just one feud going on. And that
Yeah,
feud is the Bellas versus
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, yeah,
You have Vicky and Sasha versus the Riot Squad, but that's just like there's no feud. It's just they're
it's just like a
fighting each
plain
other.
match. Yeah, it's like nothing
Yeah,
is
but it's
happening.
not
It's
like
just
feud.
yeah.
Like they
Anyways,
need more feuds in this business.
what do
So
you
yeah,
normally say? Oh,
so that's it for our Raw review.
see you
Have a
guys.
good time, guys. Bye.